Alright, man, Mighty Mouse UFL on the YouTube. Subscribe to the station, man. I'm out here, my man, Businessman. He's gonna give you his station as well. We're reversing the role today, man. He usually is the one that does all the interviews out here in Dallas. He does a lot of interviews with fighters and pretty much everybody. But a lot of fighters, man. A lot of fighters, man. I'll let him introduce himself and stuff, man. He can give you some of his info and stuff, man. We're really here to really try to promote his page. But I do got some questions for him, too. But he deserves, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to help him get his 1,000 subscribers, man. So any of my guys from my channel, y'all go over there and subscribe to my mans, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him 1,000 subscribers. He's close now, so let's get him on there.
Hey, you subscribe at the Businessman. That's THE. Businessman, everything spelled right, everything together. You know what I'm saying? I got from the local boxers to the people that's running the events. You know what I'm saying? My biggest one, I just interviewed Slim Jimmy of Ray Shrimmer. You know what I'm saying? Signed to Michael Will Mady. Y'all go check that out. Yeah, man, I guess it's a lot of big interviews coming, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
All right, let me ask you a few things, man. So what part of Texas are you from, man?
I'm from Dallas.
From Dallas. Yeah, so it's a pretty high crime area down here for you guys that ain't never been down here, man. And I've been out to some of these hoods out here. We just boxed out one of the hoods out in Fort Worth today, actually. But we have an event coming up in Oak Cliff next week. But so it's a pretty high crime rate area down here, man. And it's also one of the biggest areas that I have seen people do street fights in for the Guns Down, Gloves Up.
We love this shit.
They love it down here.
We love this shit.
And that's to say the least. They love this fighting shit, man. So for them to still have the crime rate that they got, man, and getting a lot of these dudes out the streets, he's part of the movement for sure. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he really deserves the content, man. Because he's trying to get his shit out there, and everything he's doing out here is positive, man. And me and him got you watch me and him, we got sparring videos together and stuff like that, man. That's my man's for sure. And I've known him since the first event out here, man. He's been out here, and so you
He was number love from day one, man.
All day, man.
He gave me my first real big interview, and I ain't had nothing but a little Android phone in. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm working with now.
Yeah.
And you see what he's doing. You feel me?
Yep.
That's all love.
Yeah, he doing this thing, man. He actually came to the hotel. He's been out with us a couple times and everything too. You know what I'm saying? He's been over to the hotels and shit, drinking over there, chilling with us and shit. And we out here for some big cage fights today and stuff, man. So let me ask you, man, like, what got you interested in the fighting scene, man? Like, what made you to come to this? Not just the Guns Down, Gloves Up part, but you fighting in general. Like, you fight too. So, like, what got you really interested, and how long you been doing it?
Because fighting, I always been like, I always had a love for fighting, but like,
right.
it's like it's almost like what's the word for it? Like, that's my meditation.
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
So it helps you get stress off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You get stress off. It hit me. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Keeps you even.
I fight. Yeah,
Keeps
there
you
you go.
even, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No
my
doubt.
therapy. There you
Right.
go. It's like my therapy.
It keeps you out. Like I said, man, without that therapy, man, for a lot of people, man, we'd be out here doing other shit.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people ain't necessarily got to be in the gang life or the gun life or whatever to come out here. They could be in the drug life, substance abuse life, all sorts of stuff, man, for them to turn their lives around and start doing this training and working out. You never know, man, who you turning their lives over,
To
man.
be honest, man, when I first started, bro, like when I first got involved with the movement, I was looking to make money. You know what I'm saying? But I knew, like, 'cause I do music also. So, like, for instance, I had kind of, I guess you say, a little layout. I wasn't really dropping no music or whatever, man. I was looking for something to put my name back out there. I was on Instagram, man. I seen one of my partners posted, you know what I'm saying? It was it was an event. I seen motherfuckers with headgear, and I'm like, hey, some boxing shit.
Yeah.
You know, in Dallas, I've been having visions about, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit like that or being involved with some shit like that. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get involved. So, you know what I'm saying, I found me a fight, man. I'm supposed to be for some money, but I ain't gonna get into that. But I ended up fighting. I seen what I got from it. And, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Like, it changed my life. I got in shape. I stopped smoking cigarettes. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It gave me a new beginning, man. So when you say what brought me to it, like, shit, I feel like I was meant to be involved. Like,
Yep.
I couldn't miss out on it. You know what I'm saying?
Pieces fall where they are, man. You never know. Like I said, what what energy is sparking, what you'll end up doing with it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something small, like, you know, us going to the hoods and stuff. You know, we donate, you know, gloves and bags, and even just spending time with the youth out there and stuff, man, and training with them, man, and, you know, leaving, you know, gloves out there with kids that don't got money for this stuff, man. And you never know, like, you might find the next Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson out there in the hood, and you wouldn't even have known it if you didn't bring that man a pair of gloves for his kids and stuff, to be able to train with his kids and work out with his kids. You don't know, you might have just changed that kid's life from going to prison and selling drugs to now he wants to be a fighter, and you just opened up a door for him and sparked another. And this ain't got to necessarily be the fighting thing, man. It could be basketball, it could be football. If you got something to offer any of these youth out here, man, then go out there and change their lives, bro. It ain't necessarily like we come with the fighting thing, you know. That's our notch. That's what we do. But you could come with anything, man. Soccer, it don't matter what it is, man. If you can come out there and change somebody's life and donate out there and help out, if you're able to do it, then I suggest you do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's what we're here for anyway.
Facts. You know, and you don't necessarily. I'm a Christian. You don't necessarily have to be a religious person to do this, man. This is something that, like I said, and you don't have to be in an area where this is affecting you. Where you know, that's them over there. That's not us.
So many fighters have. There's so many different reasons for people wanting to do this. You know what I'm saying? Every fighter got a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people join this to like conquer their fear. Some people join it to get anger off. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to make a name for themselves. It's so much you can get. It's so much positivity you can get out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, with that being said, like, it is making a big impact on the youth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to push it harder. I really feel like we need to get the artists involved. If y'all watch my interviews, you know that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I really feel like we need to get the artists involved. Like, all you niggas, all the rappers, you know what I'm saying, that's many videos with the pistols and shit, like, that's not no side step. But I want to see what y'all can do without them hoes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad you said that. I always told people, man, I said, look, man, you should probably have at least 10 fights before you're able to even buy a gun, man. Yeah. You know, I think that should be like a regulation. When you go to the gun store, they should be like, man, let me see how many fights you've had, man. Let's see how you handle shit with your hands before you have to have a gun, man. It's like people go and grab a gun quicker than they'll ever pick up a pair of gloves, man. People's egos out here in the street are unbelievable, man. You know, to me, it be, you know, it's easy for me to fight. You know what I mean? Like, I like to do it, so to me it's easy, man. Like, for me to actually pull a gun and shoot somebody, man, that would be a hard. That right there, like, what people think about getting anxiety and adrenaline flows before they get in a cage or a ring or whatever, and the fear and stuff like that. That would be me before I could pull a gun. But these young dudes out here pull guns and kill a motherfucker like me putting on gloves, and it really needs to be the opposite, man.
And we go push. It's gonna happen as long as we keep. You know what I'm saying? As long as we keep it positive, man, and keep pushing this shit toward the youth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause like I say, like, you don't have to necessarily like boxing, or you don't really have to be a fighter, but this can change your life. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Even if it's for health reasons, man.
For health reasons.
All that shit. All right, let me ask you this, man. So, who's your favorite fighter out here? Well, who's your favorite fighter, period? And then I'm gonna ask you who's your favorite fighder in Texas.
Yeah, man. If I'm being honest, man, my first fighter that I really just fell in love with, man, was Chris Naheem. You know what I'm saying? He was different, bro. He was different. I mean, I say Roy Jones, but I seen Prince Naheem first, you know what I'm saying? Right. Then I seen Roy Jones, so them two, man, them like, I say Emmanuel Gustis, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can probably see what's going on with them three, you know, aqua fighters, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of style I like.
Yeah. What about in Texas? Who's your favorite fighter out here in Texas?
Texas, man, you know Earl Spence.
Yeah, I knew you gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. Oh, who? Okay, now they're saying that. Who do you think's gonna win the Pacquiao Earl Spence fight?
Man, look.
Let's talk about it.
I think Earl Spence. And it's gonna be a tough fight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I seen Pacquiao get knocked out too many times, and you know I know Pacquiao a warrior, and I believe he gonna get caught in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Think so?
Maybe 9-10. I got Earl Spence like that.
Well, I hope you're right, man, because I do want to see Spence go further, man. And it's hard to ever say if Pacquiao's ever out of his prime.
Yeah,
man, you know what I'm saying?
I
mean, that man's like That man's like Peter Pan, man. Stays young forever, man. It's hard to tell if that man's out of shape or what. I ain't never seen him.
Fighting at 147.
I know, man. He's a beast, bro. It's just nuts, man. So, man, let me ask you this, man. So, okay, we ran fights down here probably, I don't know. It was right after the Mo 3 thing that happened out here. And Mo 3's from out Dallas and stuff, so he knows what I'm talking about. Some of y'all might too. Well, we left the thing, when we left the fights actually here with Coach that's helping set up and do the thing over here. We left his event where we and them fought at. And we got pulled over. As soon as we pulled out that parking lot, we got pulled over by like 4 cops. They like pretty much ambushed us and shit. And
At the event?
Right after the event, bro. It's like, man, listen, as soon as we started the car and pulled out, they hit us. Boop, boop, boop. I was like, oh fuck, hit us from like all different angles. And the cop, I'm gonna make a long story short. We got pulled over, and there was a lot of cops that came in from all different angles, and I was there with 4 dudes. All of us were felons and shit. All of us are tatted up, Mexican dudes and stuff. And you know, I'm sitting there worried about like did they have guns, and I'm tripping like I don't usually ride dirty like with nobody, but like I just assume, look, man, these dudes are smart. They, felons. I'm assuming that they ain't got guns in the car. Assuming it's stupid, but I had to ask them. You know what I'm saying? What up, homie?
She talking about she mighty man.
Hey, what up? How you doing? What's up, girl? How you doing? I'm gonna be out there in a minute. I'm doing the interview with my homie, man. I'm gonna do a little interview. Yeah, I gotta do the prison talk with you too. Man, stop. You dumb as shit. Pitbull, what up, baby? What up, homie? What y'all doing, man? Shit. We doing a little interview. We doing a little interview thing.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Pitbull.
I'll be in there in about 2 minutes. I'll be in there. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, man, like but we got profiled behind that shit. It was crazy. Like they pulled us over and they started telling us about it, and I really didn't know the circumstances with it. They didn't search the car. I actually told them what we were over here doing. I said we just got done running the fights for Guns Down, Gloves Up. They were like, running fights where? And I showed them this little ass club that we were running the fight at, and they couldn't believe it. They were like, man, I had to show them the YouTube. So I'm showing the cop. I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm showing the cop the YouTube and stuff, and he takes the phone, and I'm like, what the fuck's he going on my phone? So he's taking the phone. He's got all the cops behind the fucking car, looking at the phone and shit. And the girl cop comes over here, and she's like, we really need this. She was like, this is cool as hell. She's like, man, we really need this out in the city, and we love that you're doing this out here and stuff. And I'm like, all right, this should turn in a total different direction by the way that we look to what we're out here really doing, So, judging the book by its cover, they were definitely getting ready to search the car. We'd probably be laying out in the middle of the street head first, maybe in handcuffs. Maybe they might have made something up and took us to jail that night. I don't know. Everything was running through my head at that point, But that was out there, right over there by like Duncanville area and shit, man. And he told me straight up. He said, man, look, and you from over there.
Crazy,
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy story.
Yep.
I've been in Duncanville since like 2010. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who don't know what Duncanville is, it's right outside the clip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's right outside a part of the clip type shit. But crazy story, man. I was on papers one time, man. I ain't gonna go all the way into detail, but I say I was on papers because like a day or two before this happened, I had just reported. Man.
Right.
If you go to report and you got a warrant, then your probation officer gonna let you know about it, right?
Right.
Alright, so boom. I get pulled over in Duncanville on my way to Arlington. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who y'all talking to, man? Pitbull, ass bitch. What's up?
Alright, so look, I get
Hey, we out here, man. Pitbull, man, my man.
at a funky time.
Funky town, baby. Hey, we was out there, we went out there, man. We did like 20 rounds out there, man. Out in the little hood out there today. Pitbull, yeah.
In Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Where?
You had to ask Prince. But we had about 20 motherfuckers out there. It was crazy. Man, they had like 3 different gunshots out there, man. I was like, oh, it's the 4th of July's fireworks. They like, no, them were guns. I was like, oh shit. Nah, but man, I did like 10 rounds out there. I know Rude Boy did a few. You know what I'm saying? And Crunch did a few, and then we had a whole bunch of dudes.
Meanwhile, I was eating barbecue.
You was.
yeah.
Shit.
I'm still full. Oh yeah, I'm true.
Yeah, finish telling your shit. Finish telling your shit.
So I get pulled. I ain't gonna go into detail about everything, but I get pulled over by Duncanville police. You know what I'm saying? And like when I passed by Motel 6, they had their bright lights on anyway. And this is on Duncanville Road. It's this long ass light. This light is always long. But you know, I wasn't doing shit, so I was like, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. Yeah. I look up my rearview, that motherfucker right behind me, my nigga. So I just cut off my blinker like I'm finna get on the freeway, you hear me? So I get on the freeway and they cut that shit on. So I'm like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. What I was worried about is I ain't have insurance. That was my thing, you know what I'm saying? So she pulled me over.
So that shit, that ain't no worry, man.
Look, so she get out the car and she said, you know how to pull this over, right? And I was like, nah. She said, you have warrants. I got warrants. I said, nah, ain't no way I got warrants, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just went to go report, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure if I had warrants, nigga, I probably won't be right here right now type shit. So she said, okay, give me 1 second. Give me, I didn't even go to the car. So she had me thinking like, man, do I have some motherfucking warrants? You know what I'm saying? She said out of Dallas. I've never been pulled over in Dallas. Anytime I've been dealing with the police, I always been in the suburb of Dallas, like the City Hill, Lancaster, and Duncanville.
Yeah. So
I've never been pulled over in Dallas. She had me thinking like, did I have a motherfucking warrant out in Dallas? But she said it was for a traffic ticket.
Oh,
like,
shit.
No. Cause I was like, did I run a red light or some shit? Bro? I don't have no warrants, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But it's a law at the same time. So like, really, how the fuck can I argue with him? But she telling me, well, it's showing up on my computer as a warrant. Well, I'm like, well, can I see? And bro, she said some shit like, well, if you let us search the car, you can.
It's kind of tricky.
you can look on computer, and I'm like, what? Hold on, what searching the car got to do
with the traffic ticket?
Like, you ain't smell no weed or nothing. Like, nah. She say, well, you can play the tough guy role and act like you don't have a warrant. We can take you to jail. And so I really started thinking like, bro, if I get in this motherfucking police car and I don't have a warrant, what if they don't take me to jail? Like, what if this some more shit? Cause I know I don't got no motherfucking warrant.
Take your ass out and beat you up.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like. and no bullshit, man. I had a lot of shit in the car, man.
Yeah.
Had a lot of shit in the car, so but like, I wasn't finna chance. I was just like, man, fucking search the car, man.
Yeah.
So after I said that shit, my heart dropped. But she searched the car and looked and she didn't find it. But long story short, when she showed me the computer, it was accurate. She said like, it said it could warrant out for Cavassier Butler. But I don't know if they can type that shit in there or what, fool. But I know for a fact. And a day after that, I called my probation officer and told her like, shit, I got pulled over in Duncanville and they said I had a warrant and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need you to check up on that shit. And long story short, she told me to call the DPD. And DPD told me to call the Soto, and nobody said nothing about this shit. So I got pulled over for no reason. And I was finna get in. I don't know what the fuck would have happened, you know what I'm saying, if I would have got in the car. That's just a crazy story in Duncanville, man. Like, so if you see the police number, vehicle number 110, my nigga, don't fuck with her. Around,
don't
bro.
fuck with her. Hey, don't let her search your whip.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's really it, man. Like I said, I wanted to add a couple questions to me just saying, hey, go subscribe to my mans and shit.
Hey,
but I've done,
no
doubt, you already know. And like I said, I've already done stuff on his videos and his channel and stuff like that too.
Y'all ain't seen him.
We've all been on his channel, man. So go check it out. He got a couple celebrities on there. Like I said, man, he got a lot of good dudes. So if you guys want to see the scene in Dallas, fighters in Dallas and stuff like that, he got them all on there, man.
Bring your popcorn, man.
All that shit, he got it all. So go check him out. Give me a station one more time in case they forgot it.
The Businessman, everything spelled right. It's T-H-E, Businessman. I don't feel like spelling businessman, but it's businessman.
You know how to spell it?
Huh?
You know how to spell it?
Yeah, B-U-S.
I'm fucking with you.
You never come. But yeah, man, y'all go subscribe, man.
Y'all subscribe,
if y'all
man.
ain't subscribed to my boy Mouse, make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah, we out here. We appreciate y'all, man. And yep, we're getting ready to go in here and watch some cage fights. This is the third day I've been down here. We've done a lot of training. So it's second day. I'm leaving tomorrow, and then I'm coming back down on the 10th for the Oak Cliff event.
Hey, well, since you right here on your channel, let me ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
How you feel about Lil Cray Cray versus Sweet Feet?
I think Cray Cray would beat Sweet Feet, man. I think Cray Cray would beat Sweet Feet, bro. I think Sweet Feet. I don't know, man. I think Cray Cray, man. I like Sweet Feet. I think Sweet Feet's good. I think Sweet Feet is on the level with, him and Baby Shark. I think would be a good rematch, man. Baby Shark's been training hard. I think that'd be a good rematch, man. But Cray Cray's a different animal, man. But I'll take this back too, though. All right, Quan just fought Sweet Feet, and in my opinion, man, I think that was a very close fight. I don't know who won. Some people said Quan won, and in my opinion, I think Cray Cray would beat Quan. And Quan's my man. Sweet Feet's my man. Sweet Feet came all the way to my fights in Atlanta. Him and Gary, they drove to Atlanta to go watch me fight. So I'm not a favoritism type dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm closer. Well, I'm close with Cray Cray too, but I think I'm closer with Sweet Feet now that I've been down here a lot more. I see Sweet Feet and Gary and them a lot more than I see Cray Cray. So I'm not being favoritism. I'll keep it real. A lot of people ask me who I think would win between Dean the Great and Cray Cray, and I don't know.
Tough,
I think that's a tough one. I don't know. I put the gloves on with them, so it's hard to say. Like, they both have their pluses and minuses. They're both better boxers than I am. I'm by far. They're just a lot littler than me, so they can't really hurt me. But they're definitely technically and point wise, definitely better. But I'm not a boxer, but they're definitely fucking better boxers than me. So I'll make that point clear. And probably Sweet Feet too. I mean, they're better boxers than me all day. I'm not. So I'll go ahead and make that clear before. Well, no, she ain't no boxer, whatever. I never said I was a boxer. I'm an MMA fighter. I've never boxed a day in my life. So let's make that clear. But I think Cray Cray. I think Baby Shark and Sweet Feet could fight again right now because they both train their asses off now, and that'd be great.
Cray Cray, if you're watching this, I be in the comments all the time with the popcorn. That's for interview, man. Fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dean the Great, you too, man.
I'll set you up with a way to be able to interview without actually being there.
Oh yeah.
You know how to do it?
Yeah,
okay, got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What I've been doing is I've been FaceTiming people on my iPad.
I'll show you even better way too.
Yeah.
StreamYards. I've been using that StreamYard shit, man. That shit's fucking. Well, I mean, if you got that, I mean, that's fine.
Really, anything.
Anything, really.
Everybody, any of y'all that's involved with the movement that want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, I know this is your interview, but
you got any other questions?
I can't help myself.
Hit me. I got you.
Not Earl. Deontay Wilder versus Fury.
I think Fury. I think Wilder's got that one hit power that he could end it, and that's with anybody he touches on the chin. I think Fury is very elusive. I think he's probably one of the most defensive, elusive heavyweights ever. You know what I'm saying? Even out of Ali, I think Fury moves like crazy for heavyweight.
You know, you say he's trying to get up 300 pounds for that fight.
I don't know why, man. What's up, homie? All right.
Yeah, he said he's trying to run him over.
But yeah, man, I think Fury. I would take Fury. I don't know. Who do you think?
I want him, but I like Fury. The first two fights I was rooting for Fury.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. At first I didn't like Deontay Wilder, but I learned to love him. Cause I'm like, you know what, fam? I can't hate on this man. Like, cause he really out there street fighting and he knocking out motherfuckers who've been training their whole life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I started to like him, but I always said, man, like he gonna have to eventually, bro. You gonna have to box. You gonna have to box and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would say this. I don't know about the little glove and the water and
I don't even care about that shit.
I
don't even want to talk about that shit. Man, look, man, that shit is the most crazy shit I've ever motherfucking heard. I've seen the videos and I've seen all that shit. I never said the heavy vest that he had, the gear he had on. Man, that man trains his ass. So I don't know. I don't know if his hand slipped out the glove. I don't know. It don't matter. They're gonna fight again. So let's see. I hate excuses, man, when it comes to fights. You know, I've lost 5 fights. I'm 11-5 in amateur MMA. I never had a pro MMA fight. But I've lost 5 fights, man. And everything that I could come up with, man, the excuses of me, it's all fell back on me. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for anybody. There's not the judges, not the refs, not any of that shit, man. It's always come back on me, man. And I've taken responsibility for every loss that I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? So I hate it, man. And especially with high level boxers, there's always some bullshit, bro. I hate that shit. There's always some crazy ass excuse, and I hate that shit. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And you know,
I might be there.
Really? I'm trying to go to the Pacquiao fucking.
I'm be there for sure.
That's up my way too. It's happening in Vegas.
I'm trying to get some media passes, bro. I'm trying to figure out how to get in that shit.
What's the name's fighting on too? McGregor and what's the name of fighting for the third time, man? I wouldn't mind
Oh,
watching
Cowboy.
that. And that's just gonna be in
Who you got?
that's just gonna be in I don't think
I think McGregor will do
I
the
don't-
same.
I don't think McGregor.
It's gonna be a little better. It's gonna probably last a longer, but I don't think.
I don't think McGregor. I think he's not hungry no more. He's got too much money.
Oh yeah, you think he gonna sleep on?
Yeah.
I think this the one dude that he won't sleep on.
Portier's, yeah. I don't think he's gonna sleep on him. Portier is just top 5, man, and easily top 3 for real.
He gonna be more hungry this time too.
He's always hungry, man. Portier's the shit, bro. McGregor's got too much money.
John Jones versus Francis.
If it'll happen, I don't think that a fight will ever happen. They're not gonna financially bring that together.
Oh,
Francis actually just vacated. Well, not vacated. They actually took the fucking belt, and they're making an interim belt behind that shit.
I thought it was going on.
They won't meet John Jones' money, man. He's asking for too much money.
Oh.
Ngannou stepped down. Ngannou was like, John Jones deserves the match. Paid the man the match. Dana White was like, fuck you. We're gonna do an interim belt. We'll strip you of the belt if you don't want to fight for it. So I'm like, man, they dog Ngannou. You know, Ngannou trains out my way too. He trains up there at the Extreme Couture and shit.
Hey, but you went to the what's the name? I seen you
Mayweather's?
take
Yeah. Well, I never seen Mayweather in there. I've been in there a few times. I've been to Extreme Couture.
You ain't no videos in there yet?
Nuh-uh. They won't fucking. They got guys in there that. No. I'm gonna tell you, street. No, it's commercial. But you want to go to a street gym, Caleb Plant.
No, I said street. Like,
Oh yeah, because there's dudes in there training for fights. They don't play that camera shit. Yeah, I tried. I tried. I was just gonna go in there and film them training and shit. Nah, they weren't going for that shit, bro. They ain't
That's a
play.
good ass fucking
Nah, they won't even let you come in there. Like I started pulling out the camera phone. But I had the stick with me and shit. You know, I could have probably snuck a joint or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would have held my camera or something like that. I brought the stick in, and they're like, "Look, you can't film in here." I wasn't even in there 5 minutes. It was like, "You can't film in there." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "All right." I was like, I see what's going on. But they got a lot of champions in their training and shit, man, that they don't want none of their secrets and shit. I can dig it. You know what I mean? But a real street ass gym in Vegas, if you out there, it's Caleb Plant. It's called City Boxing. They got the dungeon. They got the motherfucking killers in there, man.
When I get to Vegas, y'all gonna see me. I'm coming to y'all.
Come, bro. We got a lot of gyms. It's not just them, bro.
Oh,
we got a lot of
I
MMA
forgot
gyms
you
and boxing
moved there.
gyms. Yeah, I should have moved here, but
Yeah,
maybe like a year. Maybe like a
Yeah.
year. I'll be down here. I was just worried about the personal property taxes, bro. They're just so fucking high for buying houses down here, man. They tough, bro.
See, I don't know nothing about that kid, so.
You're gonna find out. It's the 4th in the nation. Texas is the 4th in the nation for personal property. If you buy a house down here, be prepared to pay a lot of money for the rest of your fucking life. For nothing. Just for owning a fucking house, you're gonna pay like $4,000 extra a year in your personal property taxes just for owning a house in Texas. And now I'm gonna say this though. Texas is not just a statewide, so this is not universal. This is per city and per area. Where like Virginia, where I'm from, it's for the whole state. So your personal property tax is the same for the entire state. Texas is not ran like that. Texas is ran differently. If you live like out and you know past Fort Worth and shit, it's a little bit cheaper than it is to live in Dallas as far as your personal property taxes go. So there are lower levels of personal property tax out here. So I don't want to say like Texas is just like.
Don't start moving y'all ass down here. We ain't got no room.
Nah, man, don't come to Texas, man. Go somewhere else. Y'all are making shit too expensive coming down here. We got all these motherfucking celebrities trying to move down here and shit.
Man, I got this cold ass AC on. Y'all
I know,
probably
we getting ready
see
to
me
come
over
out
the screens and shit.
I know we about to get out here. I just got the phone
Y'all
on,
make sure y'all subscribe though, man.
Subscribe
To UFS, subscribe to the businessman,
Yep.
subscribe to the Guns Down, Gloves Up movement. If you ain't with it, catch up with it right
Yep.
now.
And if you got a problem with it, you can come out and see us. It ain't no hold after that. Guns down, gloves up, baby. You got a problem with us, hit us. Let's go. My lip ain't bleeding, so I must not did nothing wrong, motherfuckers. No.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace, man. Thank y'all.